foundation, and I'm going to be mixing two different Inglot foundations to get the perfect shade for me, and I'm going to be using a stippling brush for this. But then for around my eyes, I'm going to be using my fingers. Now obviously if you're going to be applying makeup with your fingers, whether it's on yourself or someone else, just make sure your hands are clean, especially around the eyes. But I prefer using my fingers for around the eyes because I find that the foundation just blends a little bit better and it looks a lot more natural. After that, I'm going to be using the Milani shadow stick, but you can use whatever kind of primer you want. And then I'm going to blend that out. Now for the eyes, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing the pattern of the Cancer zodiac around the eyes. So one of them is going to be pointing down and one of them is going to be pointing up. Now if you're not very steady or you don't think you'll be able to draw it very well, don't panic, it's very simple. What you need to start off with first is just do little guidelines. So just do a few dots following the crease of the eye and then just go over it very carefully. You can use an ordinary eyeliner with an eyeliner brush or you can use a liquid liner. And then on the opposite eye, we're going to be doing the same design but flipped. So the line's going to start just underneath the lower lid. It's going to curve round and then we're going to do a little circle just underneath the arch of the brow. Once I've outlined the pattern, I'm going to go over it and make sure that the lines are all even and then a little bit thicker. And then I'm also going to take that same liquid eyeliner and just line as close to the lashes as possible. Of them. So the first thing we're going to place these is one right in the circles, and before we start applying the hundreds of rhinestones, we're going to be using a little bit of blue eyeshadow, and you want to layer that just over the black eyeliner that you've already done. And at first just get a line, don't worry about anything else, just try and get the line as close to the lashes as possible, and then you're going to blend that out so that there's a subtle gradient to it. And then we're going to take a blue eyeliner and just line the lower lid, get that right onto the waterline. Where I'm going to be placing the rhinestones later on, I'm also going to be putting a little bit of glitter just to fill in the gaps and so it doesn't look too sparse. And I'm going to be putting a base underneath so that the glitter will stick a little bit better. And then I'm going to be taking shimmery glitter dust and I'm going to be following the outline of the pattern. So on this eye, we're going to be going above the line, and then on the next one, we're going to be going below it. And try and get that as close to the black liner as possible. And now we're going to be applying the rhinestones. I'm going to be using regular rhinestones and then some pearl rhinestones. I'm going to start off with the larger pearls, and once those have been placed, I'm going to be using a different colour so that there's a little bit of contrast. I don't want all of these to be pearls because otherwise it'd look a little boring. And I'm going to be using these really beautiful green and blue ones. And once I've applied the pearls, I'm going to put on some false lashes, and I'm going to put these mainly on the outer corners of the eyes. I'm going to apply a red lip with a tiny little bit of glitter just on the cupid's bow. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to bring that blue eyeshadow up just a little bit in the inner corner and then on the outer corner. So just apply the colour at first and then blend it out. And we're going to be doing this on both eyes. And then once it's blended out, that's it, you're done.